Okay, so as of now, with classes coming into the way, we got about like a week or two by the time recording this, with classes coming into the way. I started realizing it's gonna be a lot of work for me that I need to actually put myself on the line. That there's just so much stuff to actually do, so much stuff to really think about, and I still wonder like what is it that really comes into my mind, or really comes like what am I supposed to do, right? When I have so much stuff like in my life in order to fix it, and what can I do to actually fix it? How can I be able to balance college and business at the same time, even the gym? And I was just thinking so much about like just the fact of how life is getting super duper harder, and that's what at the same time like you need to put the fucking balls in to just get your shit in order, right? So that's the thing I've been recently thinking about, because it's just like I really need to have the balls of steel to actually do something. Because the truth is, like, later on, as you actually start thinking about it, like easy life, hard life, easy life, you kind of get to pick what kind of hard you really want. Being rich is really hard, and being poor is really hard, right? And that's the thing that I often been thinking about so much, is the fact that I always am really afraid of like what's gonna really happen in the future. For some reason, it doesn't really keep me up so much at night, and I just don't feel too motivated to do the work. But at least I do it for some reason, because I keep thinking so much about the future, keep visualizing it too much, and there's often times I often try to put myself into flow state as much as possible, because the thing is, like, I just have so much of a hard time on just focusing, have so much of a hard time just putting myself into it and just doing the actual work, because there's often times I would often go watch a YouTube video, or I just be reading a book, because like this morning I just have some sort of problem and I just cannot put myself in a flow state. So I mean, recently I was just reading the book. I was actually just reading the book Flow, which is actually a really good book, but for some reason, like, it just doesn't really bat my eye, it doesn't really spark my attention, doesn't really get my eye. And it was really hard for me to kind of understand the book. So that's why at the same time, like, you know what, stop it. If I just don't feel like I want to keep reading, then I just stop reading, because the thing is, like, you have to take shit. You have to really take action and really have to put things into place, implement them and do them now before things get worse. I swear, like, I just cannot think about it, because I don't know why, like, it's really been haunting. Like, I just don't know why I don't feel so haunted, or I don't feel so scared about the future, if I'm really present enough to really think about what's going on right now. Because I know that in the next few years, like, yes, it will get harder, and I'm just, for some reason, I don't understand why I feel like I'm in this passive mode, or why I'm in this peaceful state. Like, it's just all rainbows and such sunshines. Like, I don't know why my mind is racing and just thinking about, like, just it's just all peaceful, which in reality, if I were to think long term, it's gonna get even worse, right? Like, for some reason, I don't get why I feel so calm, so relaxed, as be spending like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, or possibly an hour taking 15,000 steps. Like, why do I feel so peaceful and just relaxed, if like I don't feel like, it just doesn't seem like it's a fight or flight response, that there's so much chaos that's gonna come into play. I just am not thinking about chaos. I'm not thinking about like this whole vision board that I made for myself, because for some reason it just doesn't come into my mind. I'm just not thinking about it. I'm just thinking about just wanting to get into more luxury. I'm not relapsed. I have not slipped into video games. Like, dude, I've not ever touched a video game for like since 2 months. I've not gotten into any sort of video game, never touched it for 2 months, and I'm still fine. But like, it's just like there's often times I've been slipping back up, slacking off of my motivation, not feeling like I want to actually do the work. There's often times I would read a book just to like cope, or I would just watch a YouTube video to just cope. And it just kind of gets into my way that I just don't really want to do the work. I just don't feel like I want to do the work. Why? I don't know how can I make work fun. I don't know how I can just keep myself in the rhythm. And I know that it kind of reminds me back when I was in my junior year of high school. So like back like 3 years ago, like I remember I was literally like so unmotivated to make YouTube videos or to make Roblox games, because I think part of it was also because I was playing video games, and that might have sapped my motivation. But I think if I were to remove it, I don't know if I'd still be motivated enough to actually do the thing, because even though I don't have the habits with me, like, you think I could actually still be motivated to, do graphic design? Or do you think I'd ever be motivated to actually, DM 10 people, or like do these kinds of things? Because the truth is, like, that's why I hate this whole thing. Like, I just don't feel motivated enough to do the work. I don't really feel motivated to do this project that I was actually working on. I was actually currently doing a giveaway that I'm going to do on Twitter, and I love it. I really think it's going to be the best one, but for some reason, like, it's just I don't feel too motivated to actually do it. I just don't have this sense of drive, this motivation to do it because of this whole, like, it's just like, for some reason, like, it's just, I'm somewhat of a perfectionist. Like, I just wanted this to be the best giveaway as soon as possible, because what if I don't get inbounds? What if I don't get clients? What if I don't get this? What if I don't get that? Like, why am I expecting it to be written perfectly with its copy? Like, why it's supposed to be copy? Same with the offer, like, same with the product that you want to sell. Like, your first product is gonna suck, your first offer is gonna suck, your first giveaway is actually gonna suck. So what's your fucking excuse? So that's why I always keep asking myself, like, what's wrong with that, dude? Just fucking do it, or else, like, you're just gonna miss out. You want to be one of the earliest monetizing creators with a minimum follower count, who's able to make more money than, like, a guy with 1,000 followers who doesn't even make money, right? And I kind of want to be like those creators who just have a small cult-like following and is now able to monetize, which is actually really cool. And that's why I always hate when people say, like, oh, you need life experiences to monetize, you need this amount of followers to monetize. Like, shut up, shut the fuck up. Like, you really just you solve a problem, you sell a product, and that's it. And people just overcomplicate it too much, and that's the thing that I'm planning on doing, is just fucking do it, for fuck's sake. Like, don't overcomplicate it. If you really want to sell something, sell something. If you really have something else to sell it. Like, it will suck. Your first offer is gonna suck, your first product is gonna suck. Get used to it, okay? Just get used to it and just suck it up. Like, that's the biggest thing that's really been holding me back to, like, perhaps slacking off or delaying my giveaway several times. It's just that I don't really have the motivation. I'm just too scared what happens. What if I just fuck this one up? Because it's just gonna get so viral, it's gonna get so popular. And I ask myself, like, why am I complaining so much? Like, why am I worrying about what other people are thinking of me if it just gets viral? Like, who cares? Who cares? I know, like, they criticize other people's giveaways, but who cares? So yeah, I mean, why am I trying to care about what these big creators have to say about me, right? The truth is, like, if I think about it in the long run, like, why am I so worried about it? So that's all I gotta say, is that just fucking do it. Don't be scared. Just do it, or else in the next few years, you're gonna work at some 9-to-5 job, and someone will probably fuck your future significant other. That's all I gotta say. That's what I have to keep saying to myself every time. Maybe it's something I need to just tell myself every single time, because it's now or never. You live or you die. Your life will die, or, you know, you will be fucked. So yeah, just stop reading books, stop watching podcasts, just do what you gotta say, do what you say you're gonna do, just fucking do it, take action, that's it. Stop coping, stop, you know, journaling, stop meditating. Just, you wake up, you work, abuse some caffeine, and that's it, period. Like, just do that, please, 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 just fucking do it, just fucking do it. Like, no books, no podcasts, no walks. You're not gonna go for a walk. Fuck the 10,000 steps. Like, forget what these big creators are saying. They're too ahead of us. So stop listening to them. But just understand that, just do what you gotta do. Okay, just eat the frog, fast, maybe go carnivore, and just do the work. Okay, that's it. All right. Bye bye.